and welcome back to the Toffee Blues YouTube channel, your source for all things Everton. Today I'm covering for James on the EFC 24/7. It's been quite a busy day of news, so I'm just going to jump straight into it. Obviously the biggest news of the day being Everton have returned for pre-season training. Some highlights of that: Jonas Losel has turned up for his first day of training at the club since transferring from Huddersfield on a free transfer. Mason Holgate has returned from his loan at West Brom last season for half a season, and he's been featuring quite heavily on Everton's social media. Some players that haven't returned, we haven't seen any of Yannick Bolasie or Sandro Ramirez yet. They haven't appeared to have turned up for training and may leave the club on permanent transfers this summer. And moving on to another player who hasn't returned for training, Richarlison. Richarlison has been with Brazil at the Copa America. He featured early in the tournament but then got diagnosed with mumps. He was meant to be out for a few games, but he's only been out for one game, and he has returned in contention for their semi-final against Argentina. You can see the video on our Twitter of him addressing the rest of the players about his recovery, and he may now feature in the semi-final and then potentially the final, meaning he will not feature much in Everton's pre-season. In other news, Nathaniel Marcello, an under-23 player, is reported to have a place in the senior team next season. The Liverpool Echo are claiming that he has had a conversation with Marcel Brands, and Marcel Brands has said that he will have a place at some point in the coming season. A few people have been asking about what his best position is. To my knowledge, he arrived as a centre-back or a right-back, but has been moved to a holding midfielder, a central defensive midfielder, if you will, for the most of the under-23 season. So he is naturally a centre-back. Obviously, Everton are a little bit light at centre-backs at the moment, with Phil Jagielka leaving at the end of his contract, and Kurt Zouma has not yet returned from his loan to Everton from Chelsea. Mason Holgate has played centre-back but may cover at right-back since John Joe Kenny has left on loan to Schalke. We'll have to wait and see for the season to continue to see where Marcello will feature, but apparently he will be in the starting 11 at some point. Morgan Feeney and Lewis Gibson, the other under-23 centre-backs, they are rumoured to be going out on loan this season. Lewis Gibson probably being the highlight of the three, but he's probably going to move on loan to a championship club. Kurt Zouma has gone on Chelsea's pre-season tour. The club have released that in an article today. Obviously, with the club being under a transfer ban, they may need Zouma for next season. Soon-to-be manager Frank Lampard may feature him in the starting 11. Obviously, this doesn't guarantee that he won't return to Everton. There's a rumoured asking fee of 30 million, but it's unlikely we'll see any movement on that front until Frank Lampard has been confirmed as manager. In other transfer news, Cenk Tosun has been linked with a move to Lazio. He's been out of contention this season, obviously becoming back up to Dominic Calvert-Lewin towards the end. He made a good start to his career at Goodison under Sam Allardyce in the second half of last season. In my opinion, I think it would be a good move for him to leave at this point in time. Although he's proven himself to be quite a good finisher, he's struggling at times to be getting in the positions, and obviously he struggled with some quite easy finishes earlier in the season despite showing he's a goal scorer last season. Slightly disappointing. Everton, to my knowledge, have 4 strikers in contention so far for this season. Dominic Calvert-Lewin being the favourite. You'd imagine Cenk Tosun will be the backup unless another striker is brought in. And then Oumar Niasse and Sandro Ramirez have spent the seasons out on loan, and they will probably be looked to move on in a permanent transfer or another loan until the end of their contract, like Ashley Williams. Obviously, coming up from the under-23s and under-18s, Basala Sambu has already announced that he hasn't announced, but it's rumoured that he'll be leaving at the end of his contract. Ellis Sims may feature in the first team, meaning there may be no place at all for Cenk Tosun, Sandro Ramirez and Oumar Niasse. Another rumoured transfer link, Rafael Leao, I believe that's how you pronounce it, from Lille, has been given a price tag of 30 million. Apparently Everton and Aston Villa are interested. It's unlikely to see whether there's going to be any developments. It seems to have been a bit of an on and off rumour so far with nothing substantial, but that may also signal Cenk Tosun leaving to Lazio. And finally, under-23 goalkeeper Hewelt has left for a Polish side, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce. He's fallen deputy to João Virginia, who may also feature in the first team coming up this season, but he has decided to leave at the end of his contract. Hewelt had featured for a while for the under-23s, and Hilton had not really impressed, so he has now left to Blackburn Rovers. Anyway, thank you for watching. That's the end of today's video. Be sure to leave a like and comment, and check out all of our social medias. If you want more of me, I've made couple of Football Manager videos. Recently we were doing what would happen if Everton were relegated to the National League. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.